Welcome YouTube. We are currently cruising at the altitude of 500 feet and the weather is sunny with a chance of rain later. And please consult your on in-flight entertainment. And I don't know why I am suddenly making the pilot voice. I don't know where that really came from. I have never been on a plane, for instance, so I don't know if what I just said made any sense at all. Uh, 500 feet, like, is that a lot? Is that high? Is that low? Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't operate on feet in real life. I operate in like meters. Uh, so 500. I don't even have a sense of scale. Like, what is 500 feet? Hey, what is 500? I gotta check it. Now I have to check this. Now I have to actually like check how much is 500 feet. 500 feet. It's 500 feet. 152 meters. I think that's a bit low for a plane. That might be a bit low for a plane. 150 meters. 150 meters might be a bit low for a plane. So I think that plane is going down. So I think that plane might be going down. So I hope that's not that's not a forecast of the future of the stream. 500 feet, like I know, it's like it sounded like a lot, like 5,000 feet. I think you're supposed to like cruise at like 5,000 feet, because then it would be like 1,200 meters. So like, yeah, that sounds more like a plane. That sounds more like an altitude the plane would be at. So yeah, that was a start to the stream. Maybe that start will make a few more people like stay on the VOD when they click on it, because there is probably no one on the stream. The stream has currently the grand total of 1 views right now. So it's you and me right now on the stream. But maybe when somebody else clicks on the VOD later and they will hear my my riveting introduction today, maybe they will stick around. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe that's what I need to do at the beginning of streams. Like come up with some like weird opening. Like come up with some crazy role or voice I'm putting on. And I'm not gonna stick to the role of the pilot through the whole stream, because like what else do I say as a freaking pilot? You know? Like, I have no idea what pilots say. Like, I've seen like a pilot in a movie once or twice, and like they say this kind of crap. Like I started like we're cruising at altitude of X, and I didn't even know what the altitude was. And like, please consult your in-flight entertainment for something. That's about as much as that's about the extent of my knowledge of flying planes. Also, I have watched the movie Airplane, so I have some knowledge of planes, and at least the things that planes can't do or aren't supposed to do normally in normal circumstances, like fly into space. I think they were in space in the movie Airplane. I think they were in space, if I recall correctly, unless I mixed it up with another movie, with another comedy about planes. That is also entirely possible, because that is a very old movie, and I am not a very old person. Though if you asked like a 15-year-old, they'd probably call me old. But you know, for 15-year-olds, everyone is old, because what do they know about the world? I mean, in some ways, they probably know more than me about they probably understand people a little better, how people function, and I understand. I mean, how I understand how people function is a very complex topic. like on the surface, like I don't. That's not a matter of surface or not surface. On a very conscious level, like if I think about it, if I just think about it, if I and try to articulate it, how people think, how people act, I can do it. Like I can write about normal people acting and behaving. I can write them the way they behave because I can like analyze this on a conscious level. I can analyze this. But when I then like try to actually interact with people, I am just completely dumbfounded because there's just too much going on at once, and I can't like process it all at once when it's like in my face. Like, it's not that there's too much going on at once. It's like it's not that it's too much going on at once. It's that like there is this like emotional overload, like sensory overload. Yeah, there's just I just can't like focus enough on everything going on. There's so many things going on, and just can't focus on everything at once, or like choose a thing to focus on. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that marks me as like I'm pretty sure that this marks me as like some kind of autistic spectrum disorder, something in that ballpark, probably. But again, I have not been diagnosed. As I have said before, I have not been diagnosed because the shrinks in this city are completely useless, and they just sit in their office, and if you come up to them, they'll try to get your head fixed, try to get it diagnosed. They just sit in there and listen, and just as we say it, and I don't know if you can say it in English, but I'll say it in Polish, that you let something in with one ear and you let it out with another ear, with the other ear. So like you're listening, but you're not retaining the information. Like that's what they're doing. They're just sitting there and just letting the information fall out of the other ear. And like just they're not paying attention. They're not actually paying attention. They're not listening. Why am I here? I have gotten to the Kuras, the dogs, last stream. I remember that. Okay. So don't. Why did you drop me here? I have gotten to the docks. Okay. They're just you know. Just letting it out of the other ear. But you know, this is very relevant to what I titled the stream. I titled the stream, "Did Neyrelle do all of this?" And yeah, this is the stuff that Neyrelle did. This is what she did. Apparently, like the black goo, all of the black goo stuff, that's all coming off of her. It's like similar to what the Wanderer, the Dark Wanderer, did in like Diablo II. It's similar, but worse, far bigger. Like you'd think that Diablo would have bigger effects than Mephisto, but apparently Mephisto's much bigger into the goo. I need to blow my nose again, so I'm gonna mute the sound for a little bit. Okay. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, the shrinks in this town, absolutely useless. They just do not pay attention, and at the end, after you've been talking to them for, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, after you've been talking to them for a long time about your problems, about things that you want to. Technically, it's the Soulstone doing it, and it's only this much because history of Kurast and Mephisto. Yeah, well, the Soulstone is in her hands, so you know it's like it's following her. But yeah, like the shrinks, and then they will listen to you for like listen. They will hear you. They will hear you for like 5-10 minutes, and then they will tell you like, okay, so what do you want? Like you want some pills? Like you want some like medical marijuana? Is that what you came here for? No, bitch. I came here to get treated. I came here for you to tell me what's wrong with me. What am I supposed to tell you? Like, what do you want to get? What do you want to get diagnosed? You want to get diagnosed with autism? You want to get diagnosed with depression? What do you want? I want to be diagnosed with what I have. But they don't know what I have because they haven't been listening. They've just been sitting there and they're like writing the prescriptions for somebody else. And that's why I am not diagnosed, because nobody in this town is listening. It's time to start playing. So it's not the first time I'm gonna complain about that, and it's not gonna be the last, because it is frustrating when you need to get your head fixed and you can't. Like, I don't know if you can really like fix that, fix being what I am, but like, you know, you want to like get some kind of help. You want to get some kind of like to be able to, you know, deal with people better. But no, they have to just sit there and wait until they can check in the other patient and to get more money. Useless. Yeah, and I have to fight through all of this again for some reason, even though I was in the city already. Like, I was in the city. I'm not going crazy. I was in the city, right? Like, I'm not going crazy. I'm already crazy. Like, I'm not like going more crazy, right? I have been in the city. The quest has progressed. But now it doesn't remember that. Also, the book is progressing. The book is progressing nicely. I try to get as much time for it as I can. So like at points when I would, at times when I would just, you know, just sit and like watch like some random crap on YouTube, instead of doing that, these damn suckers. Why is all of this just coming straight after me? So instead of doing that, instead of doing like some watching some random shit on YouTube, I'm like actually writing, and you know, it's fun. It's very fun to get into all of that. Get into all of these characters and what they're feeling, what they're thinking. And I have come to the conclusion. I thought it said player jungle for a moment, and I have come to the conclusion that probably like the amount of RP that we have been doing, like random RP bits, like at random times of day, like not random time, it's not random times of day, it's like very ordered time of day. Like, yeah, the quest has been on it. Search Kuros docks for information about Neyrelle. I remember that. So the quest had progressed last time, and then the game didn't remember it for some goddamn reason. There is an open door in here, but it doesn't let me in. Have you seen a young woman with a missing arm?
That girl brings doom with her. Riled up the whole town.
And wasn't it something? Haven't had excitement like that since the cobbler spiked the stew.
The cobbler spiked the stew? Do I want to know what that is about? Yeah, like I don't want to talk like, because I am like relatively deep into the book. right now, so like I don't want to talk about like too much of what's going on at this point. This is I was doing today. I was doing chapter 6, chapter 6, which like if I end up at like 20-25 chapters, chapter 6 is like, you know, relatively deep in it, like relatively deep in it. That's like it's still like the second major section. Like if this was a TV show, it would be the episode 2 out of like if I get like 3. They get like 3 chapters per episode. Like if it's like 7, so like 7, 8. So like out of like 8 episodes, it would be episode 2. So it's, you know, it's so it's not like very deep, but it's like it's getting in there. That's not even like episode 2. Like how do you like? Is that like the whole chapter 1? It wouldn't be like.
No, and don't go looking for her either.
Like I'm thinking about the chapter 1. If like he could make he could make a whole episode out of that, because it like it has this, you know, bit of a self-contained like teaser kind of story that like one of the most
Say I didn't warn you.
important bits happens in that first chapter. Okay. Pinned underneath a grisly corpse, you find a bloodstained page from a book, The Devastation of Kurast, a first-hand account. Like you could make like almost every chapter could be its own episode, because, you know, it's a chapter. It's a chapter. It's its own self-contained like a bit of the story.
Neyrelle do this?
And like if like you were making like a 8 episode series out of this, like this would be like episode 2. It's like episode, but it feels more like episode 3. It feels more like episode 3 from the way the story is developing.
Are being hunted. All I found was this page, torn from a book.
It feels more like episode 3.
Let me see that.
Maybe if you like divide it into like
The first hand
13 episodes, then it would be episode 3 out of
There's only one
13.
place Neyrelle could have taken this from. Come.
But you know, it's not a TV show,
This is the kid.
at least not yet. It's not a TV show. It's a book, so it has a different structure that doesn't translate directly, and I am not
It's an
trying.
archive of sorts.
Oh, now you let me see. I noticed this. See, I noticed that I knew something was going on here. See?
More of that foul stuff. Neyrelle is definitely here.
Okay, I didn't actually read
Looks
it. I
more
clicked
like
off
a
too
madman's
quickly.
den than an archive in here. Huh. Would you believe it was both?
But I am definitely having
She
fun
must have been looking for
writing
something.
all of that.
See what you can find.
Writing the characters, the bad guys and the good guys. Disseminator. Ew. Ooh, dude. I don't want to see the disseminate. I don't want to fight the disseminator. What are you telling me? Oh, disseminator. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. I thought it was saying something different.
An old friend. Goes by the name of Ormus. I was just a boy when I met him. Scavenging old ruins, sticking my nose where it didn't belong.
I guess Ormus from Diablo 2 is dead.
Not. Caught me pilfering from his collection. Slapped me on the back and said I reminded him of his own boyhood. He's moved on to bigger and better things now.
I guess this reference makes more sense than actually meeting the guy from Diablo 2 in Kyrgyzstan. the guy who's like already old in Diablo 2, and this is like 70 years later.
Travincore? Why would she go there?
I found her notes. I think she hoped to learn something from it.
To learn? Travincore is the site of the Zakarum's bloodiest tragedy. She's mad for going there. You're even worse for following her. And I'll not think about what that makes me for choosing to go with you. We'll need help if we're to survive. A Lightbringer's boon. Come, there's the ritual site south of here. I know just this spirit to call on. If we're lucky, he might even answer.
But you know, I have always been weird in the way, like weird. I have always, I don't want to say like that is like very, maybe it probably is weird, but let's not preface it with the weirdness. I want to say that sorry. I want to say that like I always had this passion for getting into people's heads, for like trying to like figure out how people think. I'm trying to like people who are like, different, very different from me, people who have like very different lives, you know. I guess this better. More maximum life. More life region. Because this one doesn't have life region. Loses the heading received, but yeah, okay, I'll put this on. Yeah, because it has the life region that I want to do for everything. I hope you're listening at what I'm mumbling about, pouring my soul out, and you're not committing the blasphemies with some other streamers. And you know, I've always more tree people. I've always had this thing that was very pestilent. Oh, okay. Boots, hands. I always had this weird thing that I really wanted to get into people's heads, like figure out how people think, like how things look like from other people's point of view, you know? I've always wanted to figure that out, to know that. So that's why really like all of the RP came from. All of the like we're like getting into all of those characters, dozens of characters, you know, committing unspeakable heresies. Then you watch out with those heresies. I will call the exterminators. Is that what they call it in 40k? Like the I will call an exterminators on your planet, or at least, or at the very least, your country. Bootsley Wretchbay. Okay, that's also a name.
Now, could you clean up their mess? This place was meant to be sacred, not a brew house for dregs slop.
Oh, fetishes! Finally, fetishes. I was waiting for them. Exterminators is purging the planet. Yeah, that's what I meant. What are the dregs?
Lost souls drunk on the toxins of the wild.
Might be wanting to call the Inquisition.
Travelers from other shores who didn't know what
Does the Inquisition kill less people?
Never cared to learn. They twist the jungle to their needs, squeeze its lifeblood into poisons. They take.
I did mean that like blast it from orbit, like blast everything into like
Might find yourself
dust
they are.
from orbit. That is what I meant.
You wouldn't know him. He keeps to himself. No, you've done plenty. In cleansing the space.
It depends.
You cleansed yourself.
It depends if Inquisition kills less people. I assume that was what you mean. But yeah, as I've been saying,
Heni oiso hana wihacho akarat.
Who are you to ask?
and yes, that is exterminators. Okay.
You know
Akarat.
me, Great One. I am Eru, Elder Spirit-born of Nahantu, faithful steward of the Spirit Realm, and ever your servant.
Rise, Eru. I did not seek service in life, nor do I need it now. Tell me why you seek this gift.
We march on the cursed city of Travangal to save a friend. She is in great danger.
Ah, my child. Your intent is pure, but to place yourself as a giver of salvation can only lead to disappointment and despair. If you do not give her the strength to save herself, you are only postponing loss. But this much I will do. I shall lend you my light to open your way into the darkness of Travancal. And when next we speak, perhaps you will have found greater understanding. Eru,
I'm listening to the dialogue.
Hu Pakik.
The spirit knew me.
You should consider yourself lucky. You've got less to prove than the average boon seeker. He's given us protection against the hollow rot. We'll never get a better chance than this. Meet me outside Travancal.
Okay. Okay. As I have been saying, like my whole like fascination with RP
Need more time.
comes like from two things. First, from that what happened now? Did I?
Blood feels like fire in my veins.
Oh, okay, that's actually story. I thought that was like an ability from a mob. So like my whole like this fascination with RP, with role playing, had come from like two things. Like from that fascination with like getting into people's heads and understanding how people think, and another thing that I was born a compulsive liar. It's true. It's true. The thing I'm saying about lying is true. I have been born a compulsive liar. I just couldn't. When I was a kid, I couldn't help but just make up stuff for no reason, absolutely no reason. I would just make up shit and just act like it's true. And I was in that manner I was a very good liar. In that manner I was a very good liar because I was very convincing. I was very convincing and that because it was just coming to me naturally. But when I tried to lie, when I like on purpose tried to lie, that is weird. I thought I saw like a legendary glow. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's new. No, this is the one that they didn't like. That is like technically better, but it like felt much worse because I lost the life region, and it felt much worse to me. But I was a compulsive lad. I just kept making stuff up, and it was very convincing when I was making just compulsively making stuff up. It was very convincing because it's just, you know, just it was just coming to me naturally. But you know, I have learned since then. I have learned that generally people frown upon that. That generally people frown upon that. That generally you're not probably not supposed to do that. At the very least, you're supposed to do that in a way that people do not realize that you are lying. But I was like coming up with like completely outlandish shit. I'm not even gonna quote that because it's embarrassing. What I've been making up, but it was completely unrealistic. Completely outlandish. Like people knew that I was lying, but I was looking very convincing. But they knew I was lying because, of course, it didn't make any sense, and they were just very confused about it. Like, how can I like look so convinced? How can I look so believable when that's obviously a lie? And I thought that maybe he's insane. Maybe he really thinks that it is true. Maybe he says that he's having like hallucinations. But no, it's just, you know, just compulsion, just making stuff up. And you know, I have learned since then that you shouldn't be doing that to people. I have learned since that time when I was like 10. Back then. And I have learned to channel that compulsion into, you know, something creative. Like, I tried writing when I was younger. I did try writing to like channel that compulsion into something creative. You convinced your friends that Greek gods were real by setting up some miracles. Okay, I was not that involved. I was just telling stuff. You were like 12, so it wasn't so hard, but it's funny to this day. Well, it wasn't like a practical jokes. It wasn't like a practical jokes that I was making that would like, I would like set some things up to prove that I was right, to prove that I was correct. It was more like I would just come up with some like weird story about like things like I have a friend there and there. I have this friend who like invented like this sci-fi technology, like that kind of stuff is what I'd make up when I was 10, which is, you know, obviously untrue, but it just came out on its own, kind of. That's what it felt like. So I've channeled this instinct into like first into writing, to trying to write, and I was like, you know, 13, 14 at the time, so the writing wasn't going very well. I did when I was like 16. I wrote a few plays because at the time I was like fixated on these old Polish comedies, and by comedies I don't mean sitcoms, like TV comedies. I mean like actual like stage comedies, like 19th century stage comedies. I would tell you the titles, but it's in Polish, so we probably wouldn't recognize them anyway. I had this period when I was fixated on these 19th century stage comedies, and I would write my own comedies in their style. And like, you know, they went, and even in retrospect, that the ideas, even maybe the writing of them wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere at the time because it required like more involvement, like with people who just didn't have any time for that involvement. And also, I was still in my shitty little town.
The spirit lights our path.
I was still in my shitty little town where like there's like nothing here. So like there's like 2 theaters in this town, and one theater was just kept shoving me from one person to another, back and forth. So they were just trying to get rid of me because they didn't even look at it. They didn't even look at the play I wrote at the time. Like, you know, maybe if somebody actually listened back then, maybe if somebody actually listened, maybe today I would be like, I'd be in TV. I'd be writing shows for TV. If somebody listened back then, like if that theater actually listened, like they read those plays, like sure, they are in this very antiquated style, very old style, but that you know, people don't really write like that anymore. But you know, if they even like listen, if they took care to read it and pay attention and like put it out, like people do watch those old stage comedies, like people do watch that today. They still put them on stage. There's those same productions, they still put them on stage. So like if somebody like listened and they did put me up on stage back then, maybe I would have started a stage writing career back at the time. And from theater, people get from theater to movies, to TV. So by now, by the age of 35, it's gonna be I'm more than 35, 36. Jesus, I'm old. By the age of today, by the age of 36. Like I just realized that I'm 36 and I'm not 35. I've had the number 35 in my head for a while and just realized that it's actually 36. Maybe by now, by the age 36, I would actually have a career in like TV or movies. But the people, that's like my biggest problem. People just do not listen to me.
So?
They just do not listen. They just do not want to listen. They do not give me the time of day. And there's like 2 theaters in this town. One theater kept shoving me from one person to another, and the other theater just didn't respond at all. And I didn't. Come on, I'm clicking on an enemy to attack. Why are you not attacking? What happened? Why are you not attacking? What was going on there? Why wasn't that attacking? Like I was clicking on the enemies. Why wasn't it attacking? Oh, I got the one of the these things. I probably want dexterity on this character, but like, do I want to like go here or here? I don't know. I have no idea what I want to do. Okay. This is all weird to me. I have no idea what I'm doing there. Go and move up, okay. I am attacking. I am attacking. Why is nothing happening? What is happening? Why can't I attack? What is happening? What is happening? Why can't I attack? What is happening? Why are all my skills disabled? Like seriously, what is happening? Somebody explain to me what is happening. But Eru is surrounded by enemies and I can't attack them. I can't use any abilities.
Need more time.
The NPC was telling me that I can't attack. Like, I was in the middle of the... like, I was in the middle with him, and then I still couldn't attack. But I was right there with him, and I still couldn't attack.
We'll need to spread this light across the city, one sconce at a time. Dragon was a Zakhar's city. These old hunks of metal still remember the holy light they once
But I was earlier, I was with him, and I couldn't attack.
They strengthen his boon, offer a place for his energy to rest, in a moment of respite, not just for us, but for the spirits of all who perished here too.
Okay, like light braziers, but am I just going to be stuck unable to attack when I leave this place? That's very frustrating. Oh, I got a horse? No, horse armor. Okay, I don't know when that dropped. If that was from a quest, I didn't notice it dropping. A quest or what? At least I can attack normally now. You know, sometimes I joke that I have like this curse. That somebody cursed me that just people just don't listen to me. People just don't hear me. Because that's like the whole problem I have in life, that just people just do not listen. They just do not even try to listen. Like they don't know if what I'm doing is good or bad, because they don't even try to listen. It actually said Balrog. Isn't like Tolkien Estate going to sue them for using the name Balrog? That, you know, the past is the past. You know, I also joke that my superpower is complaining. That when I complain about something, then it happens. So, you know, maybe me complaining about people not listening to me will make people actually listen to me. Like, combine my superpower with my curse, and then I'll be like my superpower will like counteract my curse.
Not ready yet.
Okay, how am I with loot? I'm almost full, but not quite. More life regen. And resistance to all elements and maximum life, so yeah, I'm definitely replacing this. What is happening? What is hitting me? And he just died, okay. Nobody hit him. Not me, not Rahir. The dude just died. Yeah, like the jokes about my superpower notwithstanding, like maybe it's time to complain less. Maybe I've complained enough for today. Regurgitator, and that's another very imaginative, very graphic name. That's the word. Infector is like, yeah, it infects you, but like you get a regurgitator. So like you can, like, it sounds very visceral, like literally visceral, like you can kind of imagine it from just the word. The Regurgitator. The worst superhero ever. The Regurgitator. Worse than Florida Man, probably. Okay, maybe I should, like... Yeah, I should probably get rid of some of that crap. What is this? I pressed T to go to town, and then the other window opened, and now something is loading. Oh, I did use the town portal, and it still sends me to Kyovashad and not to Kurast? Or did I forget to actually get the Kurast waypoint? No, I did get the Kurast waypoint. So I don't know why so I don't know why it still sends me to Kyovashad. Should it be sending me to Kyovashad?
What will it be?
Masterworking. Oh, didn't know about that. Okay, but I will like, so kind of like masterwork an item that otherwise would be good. Boulder Slayer. Like, see these names? Boulder Slayer.
Let's put salvage.
I will try the Dominion Destroyer. It usually sends you to Kyovashad if you are in an area that you didn't unlock the capital for. So I have to unlock the capital, and Kurast Docks is not the capital, I assume, from that. Like, that could be, like, much better, in theory. If I could, like, improve this. But technically, like, this is, I could just imprint the legendary aspect on this. Much more life on hit, and it has barrier generation. Okay, I'm gonna try masterworking this and see what happens.
Came apart nicely.
And maybe masterworking that chest that I'm wearing. See what happens. Okay, masterworking. Rare, legendary, or unique or mythic unique item to improve the quality of. Okay. I don't have Obdusite. I have 0 Obdusite. Collected at level 60 from, of course, Nightmare Dungeons, which I'm not doing. Okay, so I can't actually improve those items. So I can't actually improve anything.
Come back if you need work.
But maybe I can like use the enchanter to finally imprint some kind of legendary aspect on the chest, and then finally have a legendary chest. Where is not enchanter, the other, the person with the this person, occultist. I forgot what it was called. Occultist, Demian. Okay, Demian. Magus Finery, like improve it with what? That was nice, but do I have it on anything? I have it on something else. Okay. Falling Feathers, that was nice. That was nice to have. But I don't know. Interdiction. Gain block chance per resolve stack. Aspect of the Northern Guard. Blocks have a chance to freeze the attacker. Great Storm. Lightning damage? No. Lightning damage? No. I'm not doing lightning damage. When hit while not healthy, you form a protective bubble that grants all players inside immune. That could be nice to have. Total armor, but your evade, no. Aspect of forest power. This is a gorilla thing, so no. So like... Is this power useful for me at all? Casting an ultimate skill increases my damage by... Gain plus... So that could be a useful thing. So I could like dismantle this and then try to apply that on the chest. I'm gonna do that. Now that is the way to the guy. Okay. And I'm gonna dismantle that because I'm not using that. I wore it like once and it was just frustrating. Okay, so imprint. Do you still have the? What are we imprinting on? Okay. Soil power, the centipede skill in mystic circles. That's the other item that I dismantled, but it's like this is the aspect that is like RNG inside RNG inside RNG to maybe sometimes do something. Yeah, that's the really annoying one. What was the other one that I just dismantled? Addiction, Northern Guard, Great Storm aspect, no. Lightning damage, no. So I can't put that on the chest. The thing that I just dismantled. For some reason I can't put it on the chest. Okay, now what I'm gonna put that on the chest. Okay. And now this is protecting Archon armor. Cool. Okay, let's get back to like, you know, you'd assume that using the town portal like would send you to the closest town, and you didn't have to like unlock the capital of the zone.
Let's be honest with one another. Wherever your friend goes, death follows. Now she walks right into Travancore. Right into the old prison of the Lord of Hatred. Tell me the truth. Neyrelle's prisoner.
So I'm like probably never going to have the Obducide, because I'm never doing any nightmare dungeons.
It's out in the open now.
We'll see what happens once I get like to max
Not saying
level,
I like it,
and what happens then with
there might
everything.
still be time to save her.
How long?
Sure.
How long is this storyline going to be? That's the question. That's the real question.
Let's go. Into the dark.
And that's the question to chat. Okay, Durance of Hate. That sounds familiar. Rerolling my masterwork. I'm not gonna have any masterworked items.
The Durance of Hate. Mephisto's prison once. Now, something else. I'd hope to never come here.
I am out of vigor.
Today I am running out of things to say very early. Maybe I need to drink more caffeine today. Maybe that's what I need to do to still be a little more awake at this hour. Because this is just about the only time I have left to be able to stream. That's why I started to stream at these hours. I have no idea how long is the but how compared to like the stories of the zones in the base game. Like how many zones of the base game roughly in comparison? Like, did it take you as long as a single zone in base campaign? Or as long as 2 zones? Like, in comparison to the base game zones. Like, some zones, like, took very short. Like, Kyrgyzstan, like, I basically completed in 1 day, in like 2 hours. Kyrgyzstan I completed basically in 2 hours because I entered at the start of the stream and then like he went into the what? Why can't I attack now? I went in at the beginning of the stream. I went through this whole sandstorm area. And then it was basically done. That was weird. Next, some zone is surprisingly short. Then Hawazar took like 3 streams. And I was really enjoying it. Hawazar is probably my favorite zone in the base game. Because it not only the main story, not only the main story in Hawazar, it had like some very real grittiness. Not just gore and brutality, but it was like very real consequences, like very, realistic consequences to doing this kind of stuff these characters are doing. Like Neyrelle lost her arm, then you get dunked in this coffin and go through the whole underwater section. That was like the real grittiness. That was the kind of grittiness that I like, because like it lets you feel a little bit more like a part of this world. And not only that, not only the main story of Hawazar was great, but come on, I'm clicking on him and I'm not disabled in any way. But also the side stories in Hawazar were great. Like the story with the girl that you first meet in the town. The girl that you first meet in the town with that mother who hates her. And she's just trying to help the mother. Come on. She's just trying to help the mother, but the mother hates her. And the people are trying to kill her, and it turns out she's like supposed to inherit the witch thing. I can see that guy. I can see you. So like, and you really help her get through a story, through like a character development. Like, so I really like those stories in Hawazar. Probably my second favorite would be Fractured Peaks because of the Inarius story, but you know, story. Oh, shut up. How is her eye? How is her eye not like slimed? Like you see the black thing all over her, this side of her face, but her eye is clean.
We have each played a part in what has happened here. Friends. You told her you trusted her more than yourself. To do what she thought.
The walk also looks different.
You abdicated your choice to this child. And she has already
Is this going to be a boss fight?
poisoned by the stone. Going to war with me will only make her suffering worse. She will die before she surrenders. A wasteful outcome for both of us. How long do you think she can survive?
So, boss fight? Fight in some form. Okay, boss fight I think. Vesicator, I don't know what a vesicator does. Like, I assume it vesicates, but I don't know what vesication is. What vesication does. Okay, that chopped up my frame rate. A lot of particles. Three-eyed lion man? Akarat.
Only she can unmake her prison. Seek Abulan, for he has strength to lend her.
We must trust him. Go! Into the portal!
I did not expect freaking Aslan would show up. Okay, what do we have here? Nothing I really care about, as usual. If I can like upgrade this, but like I'm never gonna have this up the side. What is behind there? Nothing. Like it says that I could walk it, but it's blocked. Okay, I guess we're following here. Also, I did buy the mount for a character, the mount from Diablo IV.
Much older than Faye. Whatever it takes, friend, we'll free her.
Come on, dude. We're talking here. Who is Abulan? How will he help Neyrelle?
Abulan is a spirit. As for how he'll help, only Akarat knows. Abulan saved my life once, a long, long time ago. Funny to be asking for his help again.
Neyrelle doesn't have long, does she?
No, I don't think she has long at all. That trance is the one thing keeping Mephisto at bay. If we interrupt her now, she'll be lost to us. But don't give up on her yet. This is the hunt. Help is needed, so help is offered. And Akarat believes she can still be saved. That's enough for me.
That spirit was Akarat, the prophet, wasn't it?
Who else?
Akarat.
He looked like Aslan, aka Jesus' persona.
I know. I think he's the reason Neyrelle is still holding on. Akarat said that Neyrelle needs Abulan's aid. If he believes Abulan can help her, we'd best listen. Go. Leave Travenkar. Travel southeast. We'll meet in Krast.
Okay. Not getting a lot of like side quests and stuff. And well, they are like on the way here, but not on the way, like out of the way over here. I'm gonna continue with the main story for now. If I like stumble on the side quest, I'll take it. And then maybe like if I have a lot of time after the zone is done, maybe then I'll go back to do the side quest. Yeah, like what? But yeah, okay, like what else is happening? What else is going on? Chat, talk to me. So that I don't run out of topics before 1 AM. Like I mostly have the writing, mostly have my book on my mind lately. That's like, you know, at least 50, if not like 75% of my focus right now. So it's like the main thing that I keep thinking about, keep talking about. And the other major thing I have on my head is Diablo IV. The like regular YouTube videos we have not the last week for this passing week the video was the Dune one, and I checked it earlier today and the Dune video had 70 views. 70. Like at this point, some of the videos had thousands of views. Like I had like 6,000 views at this point, and the Dune video has 70. I don't know how that happens. Like, you know, you'd think that people would click on Dune. But apparently not. Oh yeah, Travencal from Diablo 2. That does look familiar. Oh, Kurast, sorry. The city of Travencal was where we were just a moment ago. Oh yeah, I also got this point. I can't go this now, so I have to go through like this. If I want to go here, damage, strength. I want to go here. Like, I have to go through this. Okay. It doesn't benefit me, but I have to go through this. That feels strange. Oh, here it is. A side quest that is on the way. Let's do that. What are you doing here?
Ah, perhaps you can be of assistance. I'm trying to purchase an elixir to protect me from dark magic.
So, like, chat.
This so-called alchemist says there are none to
Compared to other zones,
I told you.
how long does this take compared to the base game zones? Because I have not seen that
Don't
response.
understand.
My apologies. I am Morderin, a sorcerer and scholar. Recently, I've been working to decipher some ancient Mage Clan scrolls. While doing so, I found something strange. There is a connection between the Mage Clans and the armored snake creatures that infest the jungles east of here. I intend to brave the ruins and see if I can't uncover more. But first I must protect myself from their particular type of shadow magic, which led me here to this unhelpful merchant. Do you happen to have the ingredients for such an elixir?
What information have you uncovered?
Excerpts from the auguries of Abe Mari predicted their clan being overwhelmed by cold-blooded sorcerers. Separately, ancient writings by the Zan Esu describe their elemental spells being deflected by enchanted brass armor. It's all just circumstantial, of course. But I believe I can uncover something more tangible if I can search the Mage Clan ruins.
Okay, I just have a elixir. Okay.
You are too kind. Would you be interested in assisting me in the next step of my research?
All right.
Excellent. I shall await you at the city gates.
Okay. I might be alone here. Like it says 13 views, 2 concurrent viewers. I may be alone here because I am talking and not get. As you previously stated, I spent about 5 hours. Okay, I'm not alone here. Turns out I am not alone here. How do I like approach it? What is it?
Eru sent me. He asked me to point you to the council chambers at the Sikurat's Peak. They've pulled him into a meeting. Looked bad. Whose feathers did he ruffle this time?
Okay, speak with Ormus. Wasn't he supposed to be dead from being super old? Because like he should be like, you know, super old right now. Because it's been 70 years since Diablo 2. Like even children from people who were children in Diablo 2 could be dead from old age. Much less like a sorcerer guy. Yeah, that doesn't help me.
If anything breaks, you come right back.
See anything you like?
No. This is the blacksmith guy. If I'm already here, I might as well dismantle stuff I'm not
Something
using.
new with these.
Like, I would consider, like, with this masterworking, I would consider doing this, but like, I need 10 obdusite. How much obdusite do you get from a nightmare dungeon? Or Undercity of Kurast? Maybe like I can check this out. The Undercity of Kurast.
Damn this old knee.
Where is is it like? Does it need like to be unlocked in the story? Oh, there is another difficulty thing. Is this Spirit Brazier? The Undercity. Complete a run of the Undercity. Maybe I can try to do that. See what that does for me. See how much obdusite I get. You get anywhere between 20 to 200 depending on what you are doing. So I could probably be able to upgrade one item from one run. Probably. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try one run of the Kurast Undercity and see what happens. See if it isn't like stupidly overpowered, stupidly dangerous. Okay, it says it's here, but I don't see anything. Is it locked behind the story? No, Undercity Spirit Brazier. What is this? Tribute optional. Oh, okay. I have these tributes? Okay. Must have like dropped from something. And I didn't notice. If I keep it obdusite, you get more. Okay, what is this? More loot will drop. Legendary equipment will possess a resource aspect when possible. Offensive aspect. Mobility aspect. Defensive aspect. Utility aspect. Masterworking materials, but masterworking required me to have obdusite. I'm gonna say like the defensive? No, offensive. Legend aspects, I'm gonna say offensive. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that once. We'll see what happens. A keyword on the thing. Okay. Okay, floor 1. So this is like Torghast. Okay, it wasn't anything crazy yet. Okay. Each of the keys has a keyword that tells me what I get. Okay. Okay, now I'm super fast from the shrine. Another like elite thing. Okay, I'm not getting any loot from these. I assume I'm gonna get a loot at like at the end of the level, of the floor, like on Torghast. Yeah, this is just straight up Torghast, isn't it? Propagator. At least this propagator is less dangerous than the StarCraft ones, because those were super annoying.
Need more time.
You get loot at the end, yeah, I assumed as much. Okay. I'm probably not gonna be very fast. I was really tuned into survival more than damage and speed. So I'm probably not going to be very fast. I hope at the end of the 3 floors. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. So I hope that by being, you know, slow, time expiration is imminent. Results in dungeon failure. Okay, so I have to like run. Okay, so I'm not gonna be very good at this at all. So like I'm not gonna be very good at this at all, because I have not been tuned for speed on this. What do you mean I just got here? Like, what do you mean time expiration is imminent? I literally just got here. So I get this timer is for the whole thing?
I don't have enough vigor. Not ready.
District run failed. Okay. So do I get nothing? So do I get nothing because I wasn't fast enough? The time is for the whole thing. You get time for killing the things that have an hourglass on them. So do I get nothing now? So I get nothing. Is that it? Up the side. I don't even see a place for up the side. I get nothing. Yeah, I'm never doing that again. I am absolutely never doing that again. Yeah, fuck that. Absolutely not. That is absolutely abysmal design. Just screw that. Just checking the side quest. That is here. If that side quest is do Undercity run, I am also not doing that side quest. His wounds look serious. What happened?
He crawled in, barely alive. He says.
The damned burned knights. They butcher.
Like I was.
The horror.
It's like ridiculous. I got through. I had a timer, the expiration warning is designed to be a game, so you do game things. No, it's designed. It's not designed to be a game. It's designed to be a speed run to the exit. That's not a game. That's not playing. That's avoiding the gameplay. That's avoiding the gameplay. That's not how you play a game. You play a game, but you know this is a game where you're supposed to kill things. This is what normally you do in this game. You kill things, but I'm not supposed in this thing. I'm not supposed to kill them. I'm supposed to just run to the exit and ignore everything. Because otherwise, like I got the exploration warning on the first floor. Like I would, like even if I just run straight to the exit and ignored everything, I would still wouldn't be getting anything. That's not a game. That's completely avoiding the game. Like seriously, what the hell is that?
Akarat insisted we find Abulan, and that's what I intend to do.
It's like Torghast, but 10 times worse. Because you actually get something for doing Torghast.
I'm being serious, Ormus.
Like sure Torghast had a timer, but it wasn't like if you weren't like, I don't know, stupidly fast, you get nothing. It wasn't like that.
And who are you, stranger, to ask after Abulan?
A friend. My friend. I vouch for him, without hesitation.
Arrow.
So do you want to do one run with? No, I want to do 0 runs. I want to do a negative 1 run. I want to do a negative. I want to forget I've gone there. I want to remove that from the game so that I never have to look at it again.
So be it.
Thank you, Marga. Let's go before she changes her mind. Meet me outside.
Why do you speak your own name out aloud?
Stranger, watch your tongue.
Calm yourself, Iso. Ormus isn't some fledgling to be captain.
Well, you know, then don't play the game. Don't. I am playing the game. I am playing the game.
Sometimes
The game is fine when I am supposed to not play the game and just run. That is not the game. That is anti-game. This is that is literally the opposite of playing a game. This is avoiding playing a game.
But what? What's wrong?
There's something you need to know. I was once fed the blood of a demon, Lilith. That blood forged a bond from me to her. I killed her, but she's still a part of me. I know it. You vouched for me at the council. You called me your friend. Would you take it back, knowing what I carry with me?
Ages ago, when I was a child, a spirit came to our town.
The real question is, how is Ormus still alive too?
Death followed.
Like, should be like stupidly old. Just don't have the damage to do it in the time limit. It's testing for running instead of playing.
The spirit tells him the truth. I'm lonely. I just want some company.
I've heard this story before.
So you think that you wouldn't be getting literally nothing
Tata takes the spirits
if you're not fast enough. Like when you're doing like mythic dungeons in WoW, as bad as they are, with also being this speed fest, as bad as they are, you don't get literally nothing if you are not beating the timer. You don't get literally nothing, literally 0 for your time. Mythic dungeons are not as bad as this. Torghast wasn't as bad as this. This like literally the anti-design. Like this is the worst possible design that you could put on something like this. I failed the timer. I failed the timer. I was playing the game. I was fighting, but I failed the timer. Yeah, you need to finish the dungeon, but you don't need to finish the dungeon on the timer. Like if you finish the dungeon after the timer, you still get items. You still get items. You don't get literally nothing.
You saved your home. This Lilith, she is dead. Just an echo in your blood. What you're feeling now is the misery of being the one who must live with her. Don't let the misery.
Well, the timer you failed the run is designed. Yeah, it's designed that way for a very shitty reason.
You must remember the home you saved.
Like designed for a reason. Like everybody who has designed something has a reason for designing it. Sometimes the reasons are just shitty, and this is one of those.
Go. You have a mural to find.
Okay.
The Undercity is still here. Go. Find Abulan's mural. Maka and I will join you shortly.
Okay. Hopefully, this Undercity is less annoying. Okay.
Thought my days of plumbing muck-lined tunnels were over. Oh, you're keeping me up.
Yeah, now this is playing a game. Now this is what playing a game looks like. You're fighting things and you're getting rewarded for fighting things. This is what playing a game looks like. I don't have the time to deal with all the complaining, just weren't ready. So I'm never going to be ready for this shit. Like, that is like the absolute possible nadir of design. Like the design things for you people that do not play it. Yeah, this is playing a game. This is what playing a game looks like. Yeah. I assume the Nightmare Dungeons are just as genius in design. That you also don't get anything if you like, if you're not optimized out of your ass. So I am probably not also never touching any of those Nightmare Dungeons. It's probably just as brilliant. Like I always have a problem with these, like the things that are completely focused on a timer, like where everything is just it's timed. You have to be like super fast at everything. Like I always have a problem with that in every game, and because it's antithetic to a game, because it rewards people for not playing the game. It rewards people like the mythic dungeons. Mythic dungeons in WoW also have this, though it's less frustrating because you get something. it's less frustrating because you get something, but they also have the same problem, where it rewards people for not playing the game. People are skipping whole packs. Like the whole strategy for Mythic Dungeon becomes skipping packs of mobs. The whole strategy of Mythic Dungeons becomes the rogue cloak that puts everyone in stealth to avoid actually fighting things, to avoid actually playing the game. That's what the whole strategy becomes. I always have a problem with this on an ideological level. Okay. Like, you should never reward people for avoiding the game. Like, reward people for actually playing. But then the whole must go fast culture takes off, and they start to develop things for just speed. And then you can't actually play the game because they tune everything into just speed, fast. And I just absolutely hate that, always, in every game. So no, I wasn't ready. I will never be ready for it. Never be ready in any game for this kind of anti-game behavior. Search the cursed sewers. Still searching the cursed sewers. Suckers. Okay. These maggots are still around, even though we killed the Neyrelle. Like, whenever in the base game, whenever I saw those maggots, like the maggot mobs or the maggots on the ground, whenever I saw them, I thought like Neyrelle was about to pop out at any time. Then by the time he actually popped up, I had completely forgotten about him, and he actually was surprised. You just tell me if nightmare dungeons are also must go fast or you get nothing. You tell me that. And tell me that if nightmare dungeons are also this brilliant piece of design. So I know to avoid them.
I don't have enough vigor.
Okay. just avoid the end game. But you tell me if the nightmare dungeons are also must go faster, you get no aren't timed. Okay, so maybe I will do that at some point in the future. If they reward you for actually playing the game, then maybe I will do them at some point. You know, because when I coming from playing a more WoW, I see nightmare dungeons. Like, okay, so it's like extra difficulty dungeon. So I jump to the idea. Or it's like mythic dungeons and mythic dungeons mythic dungeons are WoW designers' idea of biggest difficulty was timers. Yay, that's so difficult. Like the biggest you know what's the biggest difficulty in WoW? Other people. That's what gives you the most difficulty in WoW. Dealing with other people. It's like if the highest difficulty isn't just must go fast, then maybe I can play that after I get through the story. Come on, I'm getting out of there. And that is a lot of trash. And you know, normally I'm also not very big on games that are just, you know, just smash, that you just get like these tons of enemies to just have to get through before you get to another part of the story. But Diablo, this is what frustrates me more about this behavior. Like Diablo made like playing the game, actually playing the game, it made this whole smash up. It made that fun. I do actually find it fun smashing through the enemies, actually playing the game. So when suddenly the game turns itself on its head and rewards me and wants to reward me for not doing that, for not doing the thing that I actually found fun in Diablo. Like that's another point of adding to that frustration. And more Duriel maggots. I have done some Diablo 3 endgame. I've talked about it. Like I've done the endgame content. Like mostly because I just wanted to see stuff. I just wanted to see what happens next. See like the areas that were only in the endgame in Diablo 3. There were like a couple of areas that only appear in, and it was like there was like this whole temple with this weird cult. I don't remember what it was called anymore. There was this whole like temple with this weird cult that was like some kind of blood cult. There were like it was like some kind. I think it was like some kind of ancient Nephilim cult. And you would only see that area. It would only go that in the post game. So, and I wanted like to see that extra bits, and I just enjoyed just smashing through stuff in Diablo 3 as much as I enjoy it in this one. So I did go through that. I did get some like torment levels or something in Diablo 3. Okay, I'm almost full again. Doom Pounder. That is the second thing I am enjoying the most. The second thing that I'm enjoying the most in this game is the name of the items. The first thing is the story. The second thing is just smashing through stuff. And the third thing I'm enjoying the most in this game is the name of the items. Doom Pounder. A battle serpent. Basic glaive, that's okay, that's pretty basic. Battle form, like, I don't know what this, like, battle form, it sounds like a paper you would fill out before going to battle. You have to fill out a battle form. You have to, like, write out how much damage per kill, how much life on kill you're going to get. Like, this is what it ends up sounding like. Loyalty Nexus, a ring called Loyalty Nexus. Doomslayer, dude! I got Doomslayer! I've got the Doomslayer in this game. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping the Doomslayer. Like, you gotta keep the Doomslayer. Like, now this should be like a super high level item. This should be like mythic unique. It should be like mythic unique item with the ability to, like, explode 1,000 demons at once. Do a road charge, almost as bad as road rage. Ghoul cleats. Okay. We got the Doomslayer, guys. We got the Doomslayer.
The temples are full of little parasites, scavenging some relics.
Oh, you got some journal.
Gems there.
We don't get enough journals in this one. That's the thing I really enjoyed in Diablo 3. The journals about the monsters we fight.
Almost smells better. He always smells better. The surface of a thing, ever the domain of fools. Better to dig. Better to rip open. Kurast still breathes.
Heart's Garrison. No, it's called the Chaos Breast.
Almost digs and digs and digs. Kurast will walk again. No, it will rise and fly. All
I need more time.
It's not just me complaining about not playing the game. Like, it's like literally the main mechanic how people deal with those timers by not playing the game. Like the mythic dungeons in WoW. It's literally what that design lends itself to. I'm gonna shut up about that now. Okay, game. Game? You're okay? Okay. Okay, anything there? Any more Doomslayers? If the end game actually has me playing Nightmare Dungeons, I might actually play them. Right now, Ancient Aqueduct, still going through the story. I wonder, like, how... I want to ask how close this is to, like, Diablo 2 rendition. But in Diablo 2, a lot of the stuff was just randomly generated. And I don't know what, like, how much... Like, if there is any random generation in Diablo 4. If, like, the insides of the dungeons, if they're, like, pre-designed. Or if there is any random generation like there was in, like, Diablo 2 or Diablo 3. This must be the mural Ormus spoke of. Figures kneel in worship, strange spirits dot the edges, but the centerpiece is missing. Where is Abulan? Okay. Oh, hello? Oh, another boss, okay. Well, that was like, it wasn't boss, it was like a, no, I don't know what to call it, elite, midi boss. I don't know what to really call that.
says.
Okay. Do you know now where to find Abulan?
It says, this time of year, Abulan will be on his fallow walk in the field of giants.
Haven't been there in years.
Not since your trials, I'd guess. Must be what? A century ago?
Considering how the NPCs from Diablo 2 have survived until today,
Tell him what we found.
the 70 years, like someone living 100 years in this world apparently is not that crazy. At least in the expansion, in the non-dungeon dungeons, in the non-dungeon story dungeons, they give you the portal to leave. That was also like a small annoyance in the original game dungeons. The non-dungeon story dungeons, where you had to physically walk out of it because the leave dungeon button was disabled, despite you still being at the far end of a long maze. Abulan is in the field of giants, so we're going there to look for him.
We hope you find him. Abulan hasn't been seen for some time. We don't know what you will find in the wilds, so the council has decided to offer you some additional aid. These stones are ancient relics from the time of the first druid. The runes inscribed on them will protect you from the evils of this world. Take them. Use them for good.
Rune wards. We got rune wards now. Runes can be socketed into equipment, and that's like it was in Diablo 2. To act, or 3, I suppose. I think they also had the rune wards. To activate a rune ward, like a rune of ritual with a rune of invocation. Link a rune of ritual with a rune of invocation. Okay. Gain offering with runes of ritual to fulfill runes of invocation. Okay, and unleash its power at your enemies. That is way more complex than the Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 rune wards, which were like literally just sockets, like different abilities. Access runes through the Socketables tab in my inventory. Okay, and I should probably. Oh, now I got legendary.
My bags are full.
My bags are not full. Now I got the legendary chest after upgrading this thing. When there are at least 5 close enemies, stun them. Can only occur once every 20 seconds. My bags are not full. I don't know what you are talking about. There are space. Like my socketable stuff is still packed. Is that it? So I have to combine these smaller gems, or this will will this get destroyed? Will this get destroyed if I leave? I'm gonna be annoyed. I'm gonna be annoyed if I return there and those runes are gone. Gem person, where are you? Jeweler, there you are. Craft the gems, I suppose.
Remarkable.
Okay, I have a lot of these apparently. Okay. Costs half a million, and I have 100 million. Okay. Does that free up some slots?
Utterly timeless.
I have no actually items with like sockets already. Do I have to open this? Can craft, only show me those. I'm not going to actually run out of money, probably not.
As fine as the relics of old. As fine as the relics of old.
This is not freeing space in here. And like I'm have nowhere to go with all of this crap.
I'm missing materials.
I said only show me those that you can craft, so why are you showing me things I can't craft?
Remarkable.
Yeah, I don't think this is helping. I don't think this is helping free up the slots. Why is that not crafting? Five. I have the materials, I have the gold. Craft, nothing happens. Because I don't have the slots to put them in? So just sell a bunch of this stuff, is that it?
Why, thank you.
I guess it's the only way to deal with that. Like I'm crafting, I assumed I was consolidating. There's no gem combining, okay? I assumed that crafting the gems, considering like it was showing me the cost as the smaller ones, to showing me the cost as the smaller ones, dismantle the gems. And the runes are gone. Yeah, thank you game. Thank you game for that. To showing crafting with fragments which you can use to craft. Yeah, but the fragments were also in that window. No, this is not where I need to go. So just get rid of the small ones, and that's it. The fragments are not in my inventory, so where the hell are they? The sockets, add sockets. Sure, add sockets to that. And I can't add more sockets because I'm running out of this. I guess I can like you can dismantle, probably you can only salvage gems. I guess. Oh, I have to click them one by one. Ugh. That's annoying.
here, tinkering away.
Okay. Yeah, now runes. Gain 200 offering or cast an ultimate skill. But I need 2 sockets to be able to do the rune stuff. And I can't put another socket in this thing, so I'm not doing that, I guess. Okay. What else is left here? This has me near the southeast Kurust gate. Goes into armor. Yeah, but I have only 1 socket in that armor, so I am not. I can't add more because I need more. I was supposed to also dismantle the other item, the regular items at the blacksmith. So now I got to find the blacksmith in this town. This is a jeweler, and the blacksmith was where been at him before. Was it here? No. Blacksmith, where are you? Not here. Here.
Something new with these. Wasn't too hard.
Okay, Doom Pounder. Battle form. Oh no. I guess I'll dismantle this because the actual stats on it are not as great. Do I now have enough for the jeweler to add a second socket? No, not this. Add sockets. No, so I'm not adding the second socket, so I'm not doing anything with the runes. So yay, I wasted 2 runes, and I wasted 2 runes and then wasted some materials to add a socket into the armor. So that was a great experience. What is this now? Waiting for someone?
For a moment, I thought you were one of my recruits. Union and Ayala haven't come back from scouting.
Hope you didn't hear that.
It's their first mission unsupervised, and I know how eager they are to prove themselves. I'm worried they've gotten into some trouble. Will you check on them for me? They're assigned to survey the 7 stones. Tell them Cunin's mother made a batch of her spiced shortbread. That always brings them running.
Perhaps I could guard your post so you can leave?
That is a duty I cannot surrender to you. If you can't journey to 7 stones, I understand. My best years are behind me, and the jungle is harsh. I'll serve until my last. But that jungle would be my undoing.
This guy sounds like they got an actual Native American voice actor. There's like something in the accent.
They're both sons of palace workers. Grew up together.
Palace workers.
And
no, I'm saying that wrong.
So
there is something that you hear in the accent.
They do their families proud. Urast is threatened on all sides. Best to address any dangers before they reach us. 7 stones is the worst of it. If you don't stand against them, something's bound to take advantage.
There's another side quest over here.
I hear your voice, Master. Has the time truly come for our order to return to Necropolis?
Yeah, actual necromancer. Who are you speaking with?
My master, Ezra Khan. He was once gatekeeper to the city of Necropolis, and now whispers from beyond the veil. The time has come for Rathma's faithful to return to the holy city. I've learned.
No one minds the floating skeleton behind you?
Tunnels surrounding the city stitched
People usually mind those.
swarm with the spawn of hatred. They thrive in the shadows after Malthiel's reapers butchered the necromancers. My master appointed the task to me. I, Kairos, shall open the city's gates once more and take his place as gatekeeper. I'm unsure when the way to the gate will be cleared, but when it is, I ask that you join me there. I believe Rathma brought us together for a purpose.
Okay. Now, I guess we'll go meet this guy for continuing with anything. And then like try to do those maybe next time, because it is getting late now. We'll see what this guy wants from us. There's another side quest on the way, okay?
Yes, Zalir has blessed our hunt. We shall eat well. If you too are to hunt in his domain, it is highly advised to gain his respect first. You can find a small shrine that we built in Zalir's honor not far from here. Our offering is still fresh. May it bring you a plentiful hunt.
Okay, Lakuni!
The first ruin I'd like to inspect is very close by.
Okay. You know what is weird about like the monsters in Diablo like 3, Diablo 4, any Diablo? Like how the completely different monsters from completely different monster families are just hanging out together. Like Lakuni, Khazra, demons, just hanging out together, completely unrelated. They're just hanging together because they're on like one big happy evil demon family.
I'm low on big.
Alchemist file. Wow.
I have found Emperor's irritant. Add Ichor
Where does that lead me?
for solution. Then drink.
Game pros when I'm opening them up. Okay, over here. And that's another side quest on the way. Okay. Are you in?
Grant me the strength to complete this task.
Are you injured?
I undertook ritual bloodletting to purify my body, to prepare for the gift I'll receive soon. Many in my family have become blessed vessels for the Etsuxupa. Spirits who protect the Umbaru by hunting and devouring goatmen. I need 6 goatmen heads to finish the ritual, but I can barely stand. Could you gather them for me and bring them to the Etsuxupa shrine to the northwest?
I didn't know if that will still count if I bring you those heads. I'm also seeing a lot of the shielded enemies suddenly. I'm seeing them a lot more than before.
Yes, this looks like a good place to search. See if you can find anything that would confirm a relationship between the mage clans and the snake creatures.
Found gold. Does that confirm anything? And now I'm leaving the area. Yeah, I've reached my destination. I was in my destination already. Yeah, I'm not joining an event. I'm just in the area incidentally. Come on, guy. Okay, I assume I'm not supposed to be in that area for that. Out here or something? No. Search the ruins for evidence. Like, I'm searching the ruins. I'm clicking on literally everything. I'm pretty sure I clicked on that before. Okay, moldy scroll fragment.
What is it? This script. This confirms my suspicions. The Eniard clan magically shackled these creatures with ensorcelled armor to bolster their own armies during the Mage Clan wars. It seems that the creatures outlived their masters in the end. Is this the reason they can conjure this dark magic? I'd like to investigate further. If the magic runs as deep as I suspect, I'll need to examine not only their armor, but their remains as well. Some of their eyes and hearts will do. I have some preparations to make. There is a clearing nearby. Meet me there once you've gathered the items.
Okay. I want to get into all of that right now. Do I want to start ending the game? How long is this going to? How much of?
I don't have enough vigor.
I got a magazine. Okay, something is out there that I need. I got the Magus eyes. And this is where the other quest. this is not for that. I'll try to quickly collect these. If I'm in the right area. Okay, I guess that is something I need. Oh, Shadow Claw armor. Also should be somewhere in this area. And these people just followed me from somewhere. Okay, one more armor over there. Okay. This guy was just standing here.
These will do perfectly. Thank you for your diligence. All of these elements thrum with the same magic. The mages clearly intended their spells to persist through the generations. While these creatures are certainly brutal, I find what the Eniod clan did here quite unsavory. If you'd follow me, there's something I'd like to show you.
Ah. I don't know if that's going to be the dungeon or just like a cellar thing. I guess I will log out here. I guess I will log out here and hope, like, I see where I find myself when I log back in, because last time I logged out in Kurast docks and logged back in outside of town, as if I didn't complete the last bit of the quest. Okay, let's check the reliquaries before we go. Okay. Can I get anything in here? Come on, game. Load it in. Okay. I can get the armor here. Okay. Yeah, I know. I have a horse. This horse. Okay. I have 0 tokens left. What is happening outside? Like, I'm literally just standing here. Where did those come from? Come on, I'm just... reliquaries. Overwatch. And I can unlock this. Just to get it over with. Get it out of the way. Okay. Maybe I can actually apply wardrobe. Mount, stable. Okay. Where's the armor? This is what I just bought. Yeah. Now that is cool. And yeah, I can now put this on. Sure. Doesn't fit at all, but sure, whatever. Okay. And I guess that's where we will leave. I even when I was in Kurast Docks, it was telling me this. So, oh wait. Yeah, these. Forgot about these. Yeah, like I have to go through strength to be able to get here to what I actually want, to get through things I don't want. Sure, I have 0 points left. So yeah. Okay, now we're living for real. Okay, this should be it for today then. Hope you enjoyed the stream more than I enjoyed playing through that anti-game section. Yeah, this will be it for today. I have checked the poll earlier today, and the Goblin video was winning by a fair amount. So I hope that more people will watch the Goblin video than they watched the Dune video, because well, it would be very hard for less people to watch than the Dune video, because apparently nobody wanted to watch that. But yeah, so probably doing the working on the Goblin video tomorrow. So this should be it for today, and